Get ready for your daily dose of marketing strategies and tactics from entrepreneurs with the guile and experience to help you find success in any marketing capacity. You're listening to Marketing School with your instructors, Neil Patel and Eric Sue.
Welcome to another episode of Marketing School. I'm Eric Sue.
And I'm Neil Patel.
And today we are going to talk about how to create an experimental culture in your marketing department. So, interesting note, I'll give you an anecdote here. Twitter was actually, back in the day, it's struggling more today, but back in the day when it was really struggling, they're only running, 0.2 tests, right, every week or so. And I might be wrong here, but when they started, I think it's 0.2 tests per week. And then they ramped it up to about, 10 tests or so, right? I think it was per week or per month. But bottom line is they ramped up their testing cadence significantly, right? And after that, their user growth skyrocketed, they went up to a couple 100 million, right? Nowadays it's stagnating, but it's just, an important lesson. You look at Amazon too, Jeff Bezos, right? They run tons of experiments. That's what helps them move so quickly. So driving experiments for a company or a marketing department is really important, because if you think about your department or your company, if you think about it as a product, you can iterate a lot faster. You're okay with making more mistakes, and you celebrate, those occasional wins. But it's really important to create that experimental culture. And I think not enough companies do it. At Single Grain, we do have an experimental culture. We basically have a experiment meeting where we log into our Growth Hackers projects tool, which basically manages our marketing experiments. And every single week, someone's required to bring in ideas, and then we'll basically vote, right? And this is still a work in progress. We're trying to make it a lot more productive, but our devs will then look at the experiments, and then we're constantly testing things, right? So a couple episodes ago, I talked about chatbots. I sent a couple of guides to my devs. I said, hey guys, we need to do more around this. Come back to me with a plan. And they came back with a plan. We dump it in as an experiment. Here's the hypothesis. Here's the kind of expected lift that we see from it. And then, versus just saying, let's dump in a bunch of ideas, it's more calculated, right? What are the odds of us succeeding? How long is it going to take? What's the difficulty of it? And how confident are you with the test, right? And then it's rated on a scale of 1 to 10. So it gets a little more complex with Growth Hackers projects, but you can use even a tool like Trello for free and start running these experiments. But it's important that everyone comes in, not just throwing in an idea there. They actually have to come in with a well thought out, well planned out idea with some plans and also with some data too to back up kind of what they're saying. Otherwise, it's gonna fall all over the place from what we've seen. But it's made a major impact on our business.
So what I do is I force it on everyone, and then as I force it, everyone adapts it within the culture, and then new people just adapt to it right when they start. And what I do is I believe that no opinions are wrong or right. Data is all that matters. I believe that just because you've been doing marketing for 10 plus years doesn't mean you know everything. A lot of times flesh blood have better ideas than people who have been doing this forever. So every Monday, everyone comes up with ideas on tests they want to run. By Tuesday, people select what they want to run. And we select the main ones that we think are good tests. By Wednesday, they need to be implemented. And Friday, we review the results. And we keep doing this. We encourage testing. We don't reward the person who comes up with the winning test or anything like that, but we do give them a pat on the back, tell them good job. And the big thing is it's like everyone keeps testing. We learn from it. And we go over why did a test work on Mondays, right? Because Friday we have the results. So on Monday we discuss why didn't it work? Why did it work? What did we learn? How are we going to improve next time? And we keep adapting from there. And once you start doing all that kind of stuff, what you'll realize is people love testing. They're like, oh, this is cool. This is fun. We see that we're getting stuff done within the company. It's making progress, and they feel good because it's them feeling that they've made a lot of progress within their role. And due to that, they're happy working, right? No one wants to be in a job in which nothing ever gets released, launched, or changed. Everyone wants to feel like they're having an impact within the business.
Go over kind of some mistakes we made around it. So I tried to incentivize it first, right? Whoever kind of has the most winning ideas per month is going to get $250. That was, I think, now we've shifted it over to, we're going to celebrate, every single month, going to a happy hour or something, that $250 might be spent on that instead. That way, it's if you see the same guy winning over and over, or the same gal winning over and over, it becomes kind of discouraging and people aren't going to contribute as much anymore. So that becomes an issue, right? So, that's why we've taken away the incentive. That's why, with Neil's thing, it's just a pat on the back, right? And the other mistake that we made was basically when we voted on ideas, people would raise their hands, right? And then you would, again, same kind of concept. Like if you're an intern, most of your ideas aren't going to break through until maybe later, right? But in the very beginning, if you see that none of your ideas are getting voted for, you're just going to crawl into a shell, right? So now it's become more anonymized kind of voting. So just, 2 mistakes that I made, you can learn from them. You can choose to do whatever you want with it. But I think there's a lot more we can talk about around this, but, we limit these to, a certain amount. So that's it for today's episode. Make sure you create a experimental culture, and we will see you tomorrow.
This session of Marketing School has come to a close. Be sure to subscribe for more daily marketing strategies and tactics to help you find the success you've always dreamed of. And don't forget to rate and review so we can continue to bring you the best daily content possible. We'll see you in class tomorrow, right here on Marketing School.